are. I'm not really sure. I think that we're live, everybody. What is going on out there? We'll see who comes in to join us in the shenanigans tonight and just kind of see what we get into. You know, with these live streams, I never have any plan. I never know what exactly it is we're going to talk about. So we'll give you guys a few minutes, start rolling in, because I don't have a plan at all. I have the microphone like smashed in between the microwave on the shelf, and it looks like it sounds pretty good from the sound test and everything. What's going on, Dar? How you doing? And what else we got? We got Sam coming in. What's going on, Sam? How you doing? Imelda, I was just thinking about you today. I was driving through what I think is your hood, and I was like, where's Imelda been? And there you are. All I had to do was ask, and you showed up. So there's Imelda. What's going on, Dane? What's going on, John? How you doing? Gary says, long time since I caught a live. It feels like it's been forever since I've done one too, but I think it's only been a week. But it seems like it's been forever. But here we are. We are. We'll see what we get into. I'm doing good, Dar. I'm doing good. I have a whole pallet of spaghetti sauce in the trailer that nobody knows what to do with it yet. So that's just the way it goes. But I just need to get back to the terminal hopefully tomorrow. And the tour starts Wednesday. We roll out. So I think I'm okay. Between now and Wednesday, we just need to figure out how to get rid of a pallet of fucking spaghetti sauce. I know, Tommy, I'll take a case too. I asked him, I'm like, can I just give it away? Because why not? You know, why not? But they said no. They said I can't, so we have to figure out what to do with it. So I think tomorrow I'll end up at like a food bank somewhere getting rid of that. So that's frustrating because it's the last freight load before I join this tour, and we're just sitting on a fucking pallet of spaghetti sauce. And that's the only thing. That and time. The passage of time, and then we'll be off on a concert tour, and that is awesome. That is awesome. I hope they have pants on. I hope you have pants on. Yes, I am wearing pants now. I am. But I couldn't that day. It was so hot in here, and that APU just was not keeping up. So, I just had to let them air out, as they say. I think they say that. Do they say that? They definitely say that. They absolutely say that. So, we, that was a bad day. What type of music? I guess you would classify it as rock, Dane. I guess you would classify it as rock for this particular tour. Hell, do what everyone else does. Go on back row and sweep shit out on the ground. And I would, half-ass trucker. I would, because I wasn't going to throw it on the ground, but I offered to throw it into a dumpster. And they said the broker said they need some sort of, like, form filled out that said we donated it or disposed of it properly. And I even offered to write a form for them, and they said, no, that's not going to work. So we'll get it handled tomorrow, though. We either will or we won't. I guess that's all there is to it, because I got a tour to join on Wednesday. So fuck them. I'll figure it out one way or another. So should make an OnlyFans for those types of days. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm getting too old, guys. My days are over. I used to be a fairly decent looking young man, and well, I think that OnlyFans plan has gone out the window. I'm getting older by the day. So probably won't do that. We call that free balling in New York. I don't think that's a New York thing, John. I think we call that free balling everywhere. I think that's a universal term. I had to sit on one pallet of potatoes over Memorial Day weekend a couple years ago. There was a miscommunication between the broker and my company. Yeah, and I don't know what their plan is just yet. I don't know what's open tomorrow, because tomorrow is July 3rd, right? So I would imagine that maybe these food banks and things like that are open. I just need a pallet off the fucking trailer. It's not even our trailer. This was a power only load. I don't care. Like I said, I'll just drop the trailer back at the shipper, because that's all I was doing anyways, was we picked it up at the shipper, we delivered it, and we were just taking the empty trailer back to the shipper. And I asked the broker, I said, can I do that? Can I just take it back and say, hey, you guys got a pallet on there? And he said, nope, can't do that. Why? Why? I mean, I don't understand. It's their product. Can they just take the shit off, put it back in their warehouse, and sell it to the next guy? But they said no. They said no. But I don't care either way. If nothing's figured out by say Tuesday, then I'm just gonna drop the trailer back where I got it, and I'm gonna just drive away from it. I'm gonna drop it and I'm gonna drive the fuck away. So I'm sure they'll figure it out. But if they don't have it figured out by Tuesday, there's no hope, because Tuesday's the 4th of July. They're just gonna have to take the shit back. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So we'll see. Josh prefers dumpsters. I mean, if I'm gonna dump something, a dumpster is the preferable place to do it. Yeah. Did you tell Chisholm, or whatever his name is, that you made it on tour before he did? Well, I don't ever know what happened to old Chisholm. That was a long time ago, and I guess Chisholm was like a John Wayne character or something, and his dad was a big John Wayne fan, if I remember that right. And that's how he got the name Chisholm. But I don't know what ever happened to that guy. And I don't have any kind of social media. And I don't remember his last name. So I wouldn't even know how to look the guy up. I'm not really sure. Maybe he made it, though. Maybe he's famous. I don't know. Maybe he's in the band that I'm driving the truck for. I don't really know, because I don't know dick about this band. I'm farther north than some Canadians here in Michigan. It's all semantics. Yeah, maybe so. Hope all work out okay from Jamaica. Yeah, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. What's going on? Glorified yard jockey. What does that mean? What's a glorified yard jockey? I'm trying to think of what the next step up is. I'm not really sure. Chisholm is the best name I have ever heard. I disagree. I disagree, Rebooted Mind. But if you like it, you like it. And that is just fine. At least it wasn't Chisholm. That is absolutely true. What's going on, Eric? How are you guys doing? Anyways, a lot of comments came in real quick there, so I know I skipped over some of them. Sorry about that. But hello, everyone. Hello. How are you? It's good to see you guys. It feels like it's been forever since I've been live, but I guess time's just moving slowly right now, because I'm very excited for the first time in years. I'm excited about what I'm going to be doing. Very nervous because it will be completely different. But yeah, it's time has just slowed down for me, just like completely stopped as I'm waiting for this next thing to start. And it's very difficult to deal with. Just kind of waiting for it. But yeah, Sci-Fi Nation, everything is good, man. I mean, as good as it can be, as good as it can be. It's just kind of just waiting around, do a little trucking here and there, and wait to get fucking started. Wait to get started. So, Heston, what's going on? Heston, you're like the only channel member around here now. Used to be everyone was a channel member, but times are tough out there, huh, guys? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, Heston, good to see you, man. Scott, what's going on? Good to see you. Also, I see you comment quite a bit. Not sure if I've seen you in a live stream, but good to see you. I don't know what we'll talk about. I have no idea. Not really sure. Well, thank you for going live. Great to see you other than videos. Thank you, Tommy. I try to. It's not the greatest setup for going live, because you got to, like, the lighting is all fucked up, and the camera isn't that good, and I have a table underneath the bed, but it's just such a pain in the ass to set up. So I don't, it's not that I don't like going live, I just don't have the best setup for it. And then I'm like really on the spot, like, okay, I got to say something clever at all times, and I'm not really a smart person, so that's really hard to do. Let me turn up my AC though. This fat ass is getting sweaty here. Let me turn that AC up a little bit. Fucking fat boy over here. Whew, good Lord. Trucking is like the military. Hurry up and wait. That can be true. I've never been in the military, so I'm not really sure. Your little blips are great. When I saw the one today, I thought you reposted your trainee video. So this guy, Jim, all right, if anybody's figured out who Jim is or knows who Jim is, it's actually just like funny banter. Because I've seen Jim's videos before. If you don't know, he's a driver for Prime, and there's no nice way to say this. His videos are boring as fuck, right? With all due respect, Jim, with all due respect. And then he came to my channel. I've watched a few of his videos, and he comes in the comments and he says, Jim was here, and that's all he says, right? Jim was here. You know, like you used to write on like bathroom stalls in like the 70s and 80s. Jim was here. Like that's his only thought. And then he finally said something different, and he came onto my channel, and he was kind of like talking shit, but it was no big deal because I was just talking shit back and making fun of each other. And that's when I started making the little weird Jim impressions. And he's a good sport about it, as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, he's a good sport about it. So I'm not going to like go hard on Jim and make Jim videos all the time. But he came over and talked some shit. I made a few videos, little short videos, like giving him shit back. It seems to be all in fun. So if anybody's getting the wrong message from that and looking for Jim, and you're like, I'm gonna fuck Jim up, don't do that. Jim's all right. He's fucking weird, but we're all a little bit fucking weird. But overall, he's a pretty good dude. And I went back and I was scrolling through his videos earlier today because I'm like, I'm gonna find something else. Maybe I'll make fun of him some more. In at least two different videos, he was wearing Denver Broncos hats. Me and him are basically brothers, me and Jim. We're like the only two Denver Broncos fans left. So I don't know if he's from there or not. I'm not sure. But then I was like, damn it, I got to stop making fun of Jim. He's a Bronco fan. So I got to be nice to Jim. But Jim's a real person, and he's not as ridiculous as I make him out to be, but pretty close. Pretty close. Are you going to do any more shorts about Prime? Maybe. I might. Prime's fun to make fun of. Because what had happened that night, the first night, I was in a motel room because I was on my way to this job. And Jim came over and was talking shit. So I started making fun of Jim. And then I started making the Prime shorts. And then a few Prime drivers, because once you say Prime, watch, I'll go from like 50 viewers here now to like 700. And they're all Prime drivers, right? Just because I mentioned their name. So once you say Prime, everybody fucking shows up, right? From Prime. So I made a couple videos like making fun of Jim, or I made a video making fun of Jim when the Prime drivers just showed up in force. So then I just spent the rest of the night just making silly videos about Prime. That's all. I did, and I enjoyed it. But honestly, my favorite one was where I had the fat guy filter on, and I was making the Prime recruiting videos. The Prime recruiting video, I think that was my favorite. But Prime's so fun to make fun of because you make fun of Prime and a bunch of Prime drivers show up to defend Prime's honor. It's fucking weird because no one else does that. I can't think of another trucking company where you make fun of the company and all the drivers show up and go, hey, fuck you, man. Like fucking CR England is the greatest shit that ever happened to trucking. You don't even fucking know, man. Like, fucking talk to me when you work at Western Express or whatever. It's fucking weird. It's so weird that Prime drivers get so damn defensive. It's just a company, guys. It doesn't have feelings. Laugh a little bit. It's okay. What up, by the way, what's up, Sevens? Good to see you. Says the $1.50 skinny arse. Hey, I'm up to $1.60 now. I'm getting fucking chunky, man. I'm short. Like for me, $1.50, $1.60. I'm looking fat as fuck over here, man. I'm just a little short guy. So he missed the glory holes. I'm not really sure. There's 3 Broncos fans left. Okay, me and Jim and Sam, all 3 of us. Josh licked the trainee off for good reason. Sci-fi? Okay, there we go. That's better. Which reminds me, though, I was driving through Ohio. Ohio? Some of y'all are familiar with Ohio, right? And when you cross this county line, I think it's called Licking County. And it's like now entering Licking County. I'm like, this is my kind of fucking place. Like, this is the county I want to die in. What are we doing here? But I was having fun with that for a minute. He could be trolling you wearing a Broncos hat. Well, that's an elaborate troll, Tommy, because those videos are old. They're not like he just started doing that. So that would be a very, Jim was just waiting for me the whole time, right? And just baited me with the Broncos hat. That's getting borderline psychotic at that point. If that's what Jim was up to, if that's what he was up to. The Jim videos are hilarious. Thank you, Ruben. And yeah, Jim is a really good sport about it. I almost to the point that I feel bad making more because he is a good sport about it. Jim, if you're around here, you let me know. Like I almost feel bad about them because he is a good sport about it. And I've made what, two and an intro to yesterday's video, so 3 total. So I think it would be a dick move of me to like keep like saying shit, but maybe not. I don't know. I have no idea. Um, did you know I made 55K last year? I worked 50 hours. Yep, McDonald's manager in the house, guys. The dude's killing it over at McDonald's. Just makes a ton of money. You can drive 63 miles per hour with Prime. Yeah, if you've got like an 80,000 pound load. And let's see. Let's get rid of that. That's weird. That is weird. So, anyways, where was I? Yo ho, Josh, Diablo 4. Diablo 4. I don't have it. I don't know anything about it, so I can't help you. Josh, what's up, brother? One day to go until you hit the stage, bro. Well, close. We're getting there. Wednesday we roll out. New here or somewhere. Good to see you, Logic Neo. That may be true, but I have an old school Broncos Oh, you do? There you go. Yes, Kitty. Sorry, why do I keep calling you Kitty? Fucking Dar. Any attempts to put out any personal information, true or false, if you see it before I do, just block the person regardless. I don't appreciate people putting out true information, false information. I just don't enjoy that even a little bit. So yes, please. And that applies to anyone here. For some reason, if people are like trying to do that to other people in the comments, we just don't do that here. One day I will probably eventually reveal the company I work for. The reason I don't is stupid. You guys know there's like this guy trucks, all he does is get drunk in his truck all the time, and he's always drunk and all this shit, right? Obviously that's not true. We all know that's not true. I drug test when I switch jobs. I just did a hair follicle drug test. Never had a DUI. None of this has ever happened. This is all fantasy. It's all make-believe, right? So the reason I don't say where I work is because of things like that. But, once I show this company, like, what I can do, that I'm dependable, that and things like that. Van Priss makes a good point, though. Never say where you work. I might not. It's hard to say. But yes, I do, Dar, please. Any attempts to put out personal information on people on this channel just doesn't fly at all. Doesn't fly. So, anyways, please give me his truck number and all the information you have on him. I plan to drive around the U.S. countryside looking for him just so I can shake his hand. Isn't that weird, though, Wheelburner, that people are so obsessed with where people work? And it's only for that reason. Like, I'm going to get you in so much trouble with your company. For what? Like, literally for what? What do you think I'm doing here that you're going to get me in trouble, No one needs to know where you work. And they do have like the social media policies that maybe I will never say where I work and I will never say what tour I'm on because of those social media policies. That's something that I never ever want to get in trouble for. Never ever want to get in trouble for talking about a tour I'm on or all this like dumb shit. So yeah, I don't know what else you would do it for. To get me in trouble? I pass drug tests all the time. I am a professional. So I don't know what the big deal is. Happy to see you have someone watching your back. Yeah, Dar's awesome. She just wasn't sure on that one, but that's okay. But Dar handles shit. She's my bouncer. I needed a new bouncer. Not staying on too long, pool and drinking. Yeah, Vampris, are you still on your off time? You definitely should enjoy that instead of hanging out with my boring ass. So, um, but appreciate you stopping by and all that. LOL, USDOT regs and all that. Absolutely. Thank you, Vampris, for the $2. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I was trying to think of something funny to say, and that's what the was about. Didn't have anything funny for you. I'm sorry. I just didn't have it. They just do it for attention. That is true, Jordan. It's super weird. I'm not like ashamed of where I work or embarrassed to say where I work, but it just don't need to be out there. That's just the way it is. How has having to deal with trolls affected your sense of self? I'm not sure how to answer that specifically. Rebooted mind. It's sometimes it don't bother me at all. Sometimes it's like okay, that guy's just a shithead on the internet, right? Sometimes I take it really personally. I'll like wake up in the morning and I read comments. That's how I wake myself up in the mornings. I need something to do, so something to focus on, so I don't go back to sleep. So I'll read comments, right? And like first thing in the morning, when you read about what a piece of shit you are, you're scrolling through your phone and you're like, God damn, I'm a fucking monster, according to the internet. That'll kind of set the tone, that'll kind of set the tone for your day. But most of the time, it doesn't really bother me. But there are the times when you're doing stuff like that, when you're trying to tell people I work here or I live here, or doxing me. That's been a really popular thing to do for some reason. I don't like that. I don't like that even a little bit. So it does fuck me up sometimes. Sometimes it does, but that's okay. I have a second offense OWI from 20 years ago. Worried I won't be able to go OTR. I don't know, Sci-Fi. I think you'd be okay, but I don't know. I'd love to meet you in person one day, but not going to get creepy about it. I have met a lot of people that watch my videos. I've met a lot of people, and nobody's killed me yet, so I think that's pretty cool. But I've went out quite a few times and hung out with people, and that's it's always fun. It's always been a good time. So yeah, I think I'll be a little less accessible now because I'll be driving at night and I'll be moving on a tour schedule. So it's not like I can just be like, oh yeah, this person lives in this area. I'll just stop early today and I'll go hang out with them, and we'll go out. We'll get fucking drunk as shit. So I'll be a little less accessible for this. But hey, if it comes up, it comes up. And for those of you that don't know, what I do is if you add me on Snapchat, you can't see my location. But if you add me on Snapchat and I recognize you, we've talked a few times. Sometimes when I'm real bored, I got nothing to do, I'll open up the little map on Snapchat and I'll be like, who's around here? And then if you're close by, you might actually I'll send you a message. Maybe we've only talked a few times and you watch my videos, but you're close by. I might send you a message and be like, hey, what are you doing? You want to go grab a beer or something? So I'll drop that in here if nobody has my Snapchat. I think let me make sure on that. Let me make sure what it is, because I'd never remember. But that's how you sometimes will get a surprise message from me saying, you want to go grab a beer? There it is. There's my Snapchat. So yeah, I've hung out with a lot of people. Vampris, me and her met up at a casino. She's in here. There's another guy. He's the guy that picked me up to take me to my rental car this last time in Dallas. Me and him went and hung out one time, and then another guy the next day that used to live in Dallas, me and him went and hung out, and then the guy on here in Chicago, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I feel like there's more, but yeah, I've hung out with quite a few people from here. Thank you, Dave. Just crazy. Great to see you talk crazy shit on YouTube. I have fun with it, man. New sub, long time watcher. Oh, Jason, what took you so long to subscribe? So, Lady Boomer says, I haven't been bounced in a long time. What you talking about, Lady Boomer? What's going on? Heston, is the sprinter still on the goal list? I think it's definitely possible, Heston, but I am getting into like a whole different part of this industry, and I don't know where it will lead me. But the sprinter is still, I think, a good idea. When I was excited about the sprinter, I didn't realize I was going to be doing concert touring, so a lot of shit's like changed. But it was still a cool goal to have. But yeah, it's awesome. Did the new gig explain when the slow season starts? They said through October, so November, December, and January, I think, are their slow months where there's not much for touring going on. So 3-4 months, somewhere in there, that you don't have much going on. Not too surprised about Marky Mark. Definitely watched him quite a bit. Yeah, and Skull, I don't know how I felt about putting his name out, and maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't feel any kind of way. For those of you that watched yesterday's video, oh, God. Yeah, the guy had all the child videos. He was in possession of them. I don't know the guy, but I used to watch his videos before I had a CDL. He was one of the guys I watched to kind of help formulate my opinion to get into trucking years ago, long time ago. And I mean, what a fucking idiot. What a fucking idiot. Just stupid. Josh, are you going on tour with the Beach Boys? No, but that would be fun, Dave. I liked the Beach Boys when I was a kid. Can't think of one of their songs at all now. Can't even think of one. But I liked them. Elvis says he just subscribed to my channel. Thank you, Elvis. Happy to have you here. Do you get free souvenirs from the tours? I don't know about that, Yard Jockey, but I'll get an all-access pass for every tour that I'm on, and I'm going to save all of them. I'm going to save every one of those that I get, and that will be good enough for me. So I'll definitely keep all of those. Are you going to be the point of Taylor Swift next song? I hope so. I hope so. That would be very, very cool. That would be quite an accomplishment. How's the tour going? Not quite started yet, but we'll get there soon. Still home. I've taken an extra day off. There you go, Van Priss. Enjoy an extra day off. And Lady Boomer says I haven't started a tour. That's cool. That's true. I mean, sorry guys, I'm so far behind. Josh is cool. Would love to hang out, have a brew, and shoot a game of pool with him. Yeah, that'd be fun, man. I do too. Like I have gotten in trouble a number of times with my wife for saying I'm gonna go hang out with this person that watches my YouTube videos, and she's like, Josh, you can't be fucking doing that, man. But I do anyways. And so far I'm not dead, so it's been nice. Van Priss has handed out 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Van Priss. Appreciate you so much for that. So we see Rig Pig got one, Dar got one, Fish Spit, Watcher 4000, Spencer. All right. Just because you're drinking. Well, keep throwing money at me then. Van Priss. Have another shot. I don't use those young kid apps. Well, I hope not. Sci-fi. I hope so. I hope not. Sci-fi. Damn it. I don't have Snapchat, but I have Instagram. I only have Snapchat. That's it. It makes it convenient to look at the map and see who's around, and I can hide my location and all that. So that's what I use. And sometimes if I'm out and about on the town and I'm drinking too much, I'll know if you screenshotted anything I might have said to you. And that's important to me. That's important. So gotta be able to do that. Vegas has some amazing whorehouses, bro. I don't think Vegas does, Jorge. You got to go 100 miles outside of, what is it, Clark County? I think it's Clark County where Vegas is. So you got to go 100 miles outside to get to the legal brothels, Jorge, to the legal ones. And if you're wondering how I know so much about this, where's the camera? Am I winking at you guys? Am I winking? I'm making sure I'm winking at you. So, I have a tweeter twatter. Been waiting to hang out in New Orleans. Spencer, yeah, that's not really a fun place to go, though. It's not a fun place to go. So, yeah, maybe, though. Maybe. No concerts where I live. Sorry, Lady Boomer. You got to move to the big city to hang out with me. That's the way this works. That Prime Gym cracked me up. Got my morning giggles back. Well, thank you, Vampris. Yeah, did I do that one this morning? Yeah, actually, right when I got up, because I felt like giving Jim shit. First thing this morning, I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give Jim shit. That's how I'm starting off my day. And that's what I did. That's what I did. Surfing USA, yeah, that is one of them, huh, Lady Boomer? I have a cousin that can teach me 13, 15, and 18 speed. God save the Swifties, the auto Swifties. Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, almost everything you drive is going to be automatic now. But if you want to learn it, by all means, learn it. But you probably won't use it. Probably won't use it. You driving around celebrities, get me an autograph. No, sir, I will not. I will not. I will not even get me an autograph. I'm not going to go out there acting like a fanboy and asking people to sign things for me. I'm just going to play it cool, you know. He shoots poo. That was my favorite story. Yeah, Lady Boomer. That one is, that story's gone too. That whole channel's gone. Can you say how many trucks go on the road with you? Just wondering. I don't know how many trucks are on this tour, and it's going to be different for everyone. So I don't have an answer for that right now, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I do not. I am real people. I am real people. No legal brothels in Vegas. That's right. Um, I think that's envy. I envy you. What you're fixing to do is so cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sure it will have its challenges, but I also think it will be very interesting. You know, and all I did was apply. I just applied for the job and happened to get it. Happened to get it. Marky Mark. Oh, can we stop calling him Marky Mark Straight, please? Y'all are making me talk like Ike. I don't mind Ike so much these days, but I just want to like not do the wordy word stuff. Oh, it drives me nuts. I think he's in jail. I think he's in jail. And he definitely was arrested. And by the time it's all said and done, that's a lot of crimes to be committing there, Mark State. I think it's Mark State. I think he'd probably die there. He really fucked up. He really fucked up. Holy shit. You fill my life with jello, says honk honk. All right. My daughter's mother works out there at one of the brothels. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know her, but that's cool. That's awesome. I drove a 5-speed F-150 for 20 years. Can't be that different. Yeah, it will be different, sci-fi, because you're talking about a F-150. I hope you're just being sarcastic, because yeah, it's going to be different because a truck is, what is it, unsynchronized, where a normal car or pickup transmission is synchronized. So it's a whole thing, sci-fi. Maybe you're just fucking with me, or maybe you just don't know. Either way is fine. My eye itches like crazy. I'm sorry about that. My eyes just really started itching. But yeah, you have to match the road speed to the RPMs to the gear you're trying to get into, or whatever, sci-fi. So it is different, but it's not hard. It's not impossible. Eric says, years ago I delivered to a stadium, had no idea who was playing that night, had to go through so much security, got in and seen John Bon Jovi, or you said just Bon Jovi, but that's cool. Yeah, that is cool, Eric. That is awesome. Yeah, you're going to be right next to like famous people. That's pretty nuts. That's weird. Weird to think about. I mean, they're just people, you know. They're just people. I think it's something most people will never get to do. Good for you. And it's hard to say, Dave. I think maybe it's a lot similar to everything in trucking as far as turnover goes. I think they probably see a lot of drivers come and go because when it is the busy season, they kind of expect you to be there. You know, you might get breaks here and there, but they kind of really expect you to be there. And it takes a certain kind of trucker, I think. Keep in mind, I'm new. I just got here, so I don't know. But somebody that's willing to be out for long periods of time is probably going to do best in this. So I think a lot of people would get an opportunity if they just applied, but who sticks with it and who don't, well, that remains to be seen, you know. So we'll see. Swim time, sis getting upset that we're not listening to music. She said, who the guck is this? She don't know who the fuck I am? Come on, Vampris. What's it going to take for you to introduce me to your sister? I mean, what? We're not good enough friends yet. We're not good enough friends. That's fine. Go listen to music. It's fine. Hope you show and explain the backing process when you were able to. Well, so Eric, it's not like you don't have mirrors and you can't use your mirrors. I think maybe I explained that a little bit wrong. So there are some places that they've told me about where you actually have to fold your mirrors in because you won't fit. But the point is to kind of tune out your mirrors and do what you're being told to do by the person guiding you in, because they are looking at the whole picture, right? No, not Sci-Fi Nation. Goal is completely out the fucking window on this. There's somebody already out there and looking, so it's a completely different concept. Of they are telling you what to do, and they are seeing it from the angle that you're not seeing. So the point is to just listen to what you're being told instead of, as weird as it sounds, making decisions by yourself. And that's going to be a difficult concept to kind of wrap my head around, because we've all backed up a truck, those of us that are truck drivers, and it's going to be really difficult to just wrap your head around that and realize that that person's telling you what to do and you need to listen to them. And it's best to just kind of tune out those mirrors from what they've told me. Now, I've never done it, so I don't know. I still don't know. I still have nightmares from the storytelling area. Oh, yeah, I was real scary, huh, Stanley? So thank you, Van Priss, channel supporter, for 2 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bro, just joining you tonight. Hope all is well with the new gig. It's okay, Holland S. It's okay. I mean, we're just waiting to get started. I just ran a freight load for them. We're just waiting to get started on this thing, and we'll go from there. We'll go from there. No, it had a synchronized clutch, and yes, I learned on old school manuals. It'll still be different, Sci-Fi, but that's okay. You're going to be just fine. You'll be just fine. The concept of shifting trucks these days, there's some applications for it, but very few. So I wouldn't even worry about it, but you can if you want. I can't drive a stick shift in a car or pickup, but I was able to drive a manual semi. There you go, Tommy. It is different. It's a different concept, because you're not with a car. The hardest part of starting off a car is starting it, like getting it rolling initially, right? Because you'll stall it out if you don't got that letting off the clutch and give it a gas balance, then you'll stall it. But with a truck, that problem goes away, because you can pull off the clutch and not even give it gas, and it's going to go. And that part of it goes away. So it actually makes sense what you're saying, Tommy. To me, that makes sense, because I haven't drove a manual car for a long time, but I bet if I would probably stall it every once in a while, because it's been years since I've done it. While I'm getting used to that, those first few takeoffs, I might kill the fucking car. But, or maybe not. I don't know. It's been a while. No, never mind. I'm the world's greatest I can drive fucking anything, okay? So it wouldn't happen to me. It would happen to you guys. But actually what you're saying, Tommy, makes perfect sense. Josh, no matter what happens, at least you're going for it. Exactly, Dave. That is absolutely right. And I had to. I fucking had to. When I saw this opportunity come up, I applied, and they called me. That surprised me. And then I was going to wait a month. I would still be out there at the old job hauling freight. I was going to wait a month, and then I didn't, because I was like, fuck it, I got to go. So... Sorry, need my nicotine. Let me get one more hit. All right. That would be hard to break mirror habits. It's going to be difficult, Eric, because, Eric, when you're backing in the truck stop and you're doing just fine, right? People get mad when I talk about this. Fuck it, get mad. I'm allowed to think what I think. But when you're backing in and you're doing just fine, maybe it's taking you a little while because, it's kind of a difficult spot to back in, and you get some jackass behind you waving his arms around telling you do this and do this and do that. I don't listen to that fucking guy. Like, that guy needs to just walk away, just walk away and let me do what I'm doing. And I'm going to get out of my truck if I need to, and I'm going to do all the things I need to do. thank you, Florida Jake. I'll get to that in just a second, but thank you so much. Because it's up to me to back that truck, right? This is different, Eric, because they told me that, let's say I run into something because I'm doing what I was told to do, then that falls on that lead driver and that becomes their fault. Now, if I back into something because I was doing something different from what they told me to do, that becomes my problem. But you're actually trusting a person to back you up that is trained and understands how to do it the right way. And it's going to be different. It's going to be really fucking different. But I'll get used to it. I've backed up RVs that rival 53 footers. So, I mean, maybe sci-fi. I'm not trying to bust your balls. They are different though, unless that what do they call that? The pivot point on, like we've got the fifth wheel. I think there's an actual word for it, but an RV that bends, that might be similar to backing up a truck, but it's going to be, because when you're backing up just like a bus or an RV, you turn the wheel left and the back goes left, right? Yeah, left is left and right is right. I had to think about that for a second, and that's opposite when you're backing up. So, sure, you understand the size of like backing something in like that, but it's going to be backwards from what we're doing. Um, we're we're not doing backing videos, Team Tiny. We're talking about. God damn it! You know what? Team Tiny's right. We're sitting around here talking about backing, guys. Fuck. God damn it. Can we talk about something fun? That last job was a joke. All right, Florida Jake, thank you so much for the $20. Hello from Kingman, Arizona. I hope you're doing well, man. Congratulations on the new job. Entertainment trucking sounds like that's going to be some cool and fun stuff. The people who are hating on you are just jealous and salty. Well, thank you, Florida Jake. I haven't seen this many angry people flock to my channel in a long time, and all I did was say I got a job. That was it. That was it. I just said I got a job. That's all that happened. I think it's going to be a cool experience. Can't wait to do it and give it a shot. I know there's going to be bad days. I know there are, and I'm going to be like pissed off because this didn't go how I thought it would. And I'll be here to make the videos. I'll be here to make the videos, and we'll talk about the good, the bad, and everything in between. And I know there's going to be very frustrating things, but I think it's going to be a whole lot cooler than hauling freight. And I'll get Team Tiny a job with me, because that motherfucker never leaves his fucking living room anymore, and apparently he needs a job. So let me know, Team Tiny. Let me know, and we'll see if we can get you a job. Do you have any road duties along with driving? Not really, Jeff. Unstrapping the load and restrapping the load. That's it. Drive there, get into my dock while the crew, what are they called? The stage setup people, they must have a name. While they're taking everything out of the trailer, I'm unstrapping it for them, taking down the load bars and all that. Then I go park. Then when they're ready to load everything back up, while they're loading everything into the fucking trailer, I'm securing that shit back down, roll out. That's it. That's my job. And probably someone that's been in that location before. Yes, that's true. I forgot what we were talking about, but yes, you make a good point. Josh, need to use one of my lines. Fuck the dumb shit. Fuck it, man. Wait, Team Tiny. Team Tiny came in here, and he's just a real downer, that guy. Isn't he? He's a real downer, that Team Tiny. How did it go with the power-only load? I am still sitting on a pallet of spaghetti sauce. A whole pallet of spaghetti sauce. So we got to get rid of that tomorrow. Other than that, it went just fine. Other than that. And I fucking knew that shit was going to happen, guys. I was getting unloaded, and I just had this thought in my head. I'm like, I bet you these motherfuckers are going to throw a pallet back on. I don't know why I thought that, but I manifested it is what happened. And now there's a whole fucking pallet sitting on the damn trailer that they said I can't just throw away. I'm like, why? I don't understand. Nobody wants the fucking thing. Why are we dealing with it? 2 days later, spaghetti sauce. Yeah, but it's got to go tomorrow. That's all there is. That's all there is to it. It's got to go. Josh Martin says, "How's the Sprinter van goal coming?" Thank you for the $2, by the way. Appreciate that very much. I think it's still something to think about in the future. It is. I don't want to like slam the door on that idea. So I'm still very much saving money. If not for that, then for whatever the next goal is, for whatever the next big brain idea is, then we'll do that. But so still saving up, still trying to, see what's out there, what's next. But right now we're gonna do this. We're gonna go drive on the concert tours. That's the plan. That's the plan. So expediting or RV life? It was going to be expediting. That's what we were going to do. I do not have the YouTube channel big enough to like. I'm just going to do van life. Like my family would be real hungry and real cold living outside if I thought that's what I was going to do. So, did you get layover or whatever they call for holding the load? No, because it's salaried here, Sci-Fi. So I did not lose any money. I didn't lose any money, that's for sure. And what else was I going to do? I was going to sit at the terminal until the tour starts. So why not? Why not get out there, drive my truck around, find out if it has any quirks about it, and go from there. So yeah, it's all salaried. So it's all salaried, so that's okay. They will make lots of pasta. That's right, Lady Boomer. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe I could just take it back to our terminal. We just unload it, and then they can make us all some spaghetti. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. Josh with another $2 says, "I want a Sprinter van too." Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be cool still. I think it'd be cool. Jeff, I am not currently investing because I have gotten my ass kicked in life, for lack of a better term. Certainly got the shit kicked out of me over the last year. So trying to just pick up and move on, get back to it. If it's expediting, Sprinter van is down right now. And that's true. I mean, the whole freight market is down right now. That's where the market's at. But obviously, I don't own a van right now, so I don't care. But I'm sure some people care. Some people care. Did Jim ever get rid of that last pallet? No, Jim don't actually ride with me. Jim lives rent free in my head, but he doesn't actually ride with me. So, how's the freight shaker? It's fine, Tommy. I mean, it's just like any other one of them. Nothing to it. It's just pretty basic truck. But they've got nice trucks here. But they're like, "You're the new guy. You get the Freightliner." I go, "Okay, that's fair. That's fair." So, hey, we'll just run her into the ground till they have to replace it. Still had to say for personal conveyance, right? I'm not sure what you mean, Sci-Fi Nation. There's no reason I would have used a PC on this run, not even a little bit. So I'm not sure. If you want to clarify, I'd be happy to answer. But this was just drive time on your duty logs. I mean, they do have personal conveyance. I feel like I'm missing something in that question, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure what I'm missing there. But, I mean, they have a personal conveyance option here. But this load definitely wasn't personal. So, Florida Jake with $5 said, "Maybe it was Jason Bateman that put that pallet back on your trailer." That is some shit that motherfucker would do. And that is some Jason Bateman shit right there. He would definitely pull some shit like that. But I don't care. Jason Bateman loses this time because I don't give a fuck. It's a power-only load. It's someone else's trailer. And if the broker don't figure it out, then someone's going to. It ain't going to be me. I'm not going to. I may be misstating, but for personal use after your hours are done for the day. Yeah, I mean, there are, yeah, you can use personal conveyance for that. I thought you were asking me if I used personal conveyance. I would have had no reason to. So maybe I'm still misunderstanding. But yeah, if you're out of hours and you need to go do something, you can use PC. You can use PC even if you're not out of hours. There's ways of using it. But yeah. Oh no, that Hopefully you didn't block them, uh, Dar. They're making fun of me. Stop talking about Prime or else, because I was making fun of them. So hopefully Hakem or Hakeem there didn't get blocked. Sorry, Dar. It's hard to keep up with the bullshit I get into. It's fine. It's fine. So hope you didn't block them, did you? I don't think you did. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, they were just talking shit to me because I've been making all my Prime shorts. So no big deal. I know it's hard to keep up with my bullshit. So yeah, they were just fucking around. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. What's up, Nomad Deluxe? Good to see you. We have a new energy drink called Prime. Oh, we do? I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. Let me get some more nicotine. Oh, god damn. I love nicotine. It's so good. I mean, like when you feel it hit your bloodstream. Does anybody else feel that way? It's like, my eyes just roll back in my head. It feels so good. Yeah, I'm a terrible role model. You know, Texas Vexus says cow haulers go faster in reverse than prime trucks. That's true, man. But like the prime trucks just, I mean, they don't go very fast. You know, they're just real slow. So I guess that's the end of the joke there, huh? I do with my chew. Yeah, yeah. Um, I'd rather roll my own than vape. Now, if you're talking about cigarettes, I used to smoke cigarettes for a long time. I did, and the reason I started vaping the reason I started vaping is because I got tired of like the stale smoke smell. Now I love the smell of a burning cigarette still. Like if I smell someone smoking a cigarette, I'm like, oh fuck, that smells so good, you know. Um, but the stale smoke that's been sitting on you, fucking gross. And I got tired like my car smelling like that, and and my clothes. And like when I would smoke in the car, I had a really bad habit of not cleaning out the ashtray. So eventually it'd just be overflowing everywhere. And when I flicked the cigarette out the window, I would always burn the headliner. And sometimes I'd flick my cigarette too hard and I'd burn a hole in the seat, you know. And it just, cigarettes became destructive to everything around me, you know. But I still wanted my nicotine. So these handy devices came out around the same time that I was like, fuck, sick of fucking smoking cigarettes, but I still like nicotine, you know. I like the act of smoking, and these cool things came out, and there we go, there we go. Now I'm good. Are you going to stock up on a few extra bottles than you normally get? I might need to do that, Organized Chaos. I have 2 bottles in here now, but I did look at the tour schedule, and there's like a couple places along the way where we're stopped for a couple days. So, you know, if I do run out, then I can always, or if I'm going to run out, then I could always catch an Uber if I needed to and go get some. But I do have 2 bottles with me right now. Prime is a joke, just saying. Yeah, I mean, I could agree. I could agree with that. You never detailed your rides? Sure, sci-fi, but how are you going to detail the fucking thing, what, once a week? To get that cigarette smell out, and you got to do it constantly? It just didn't seem worth it. It didn't seem worth it. 10 more dollars from Florida Jake. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. You're hooking me up today. Used to do that all the time on the old channel too. Florida Jake would just go nuts through the whole stream, and every time he wanted to talk, he would throw me $10. So here we are again. Thank you, Florida Jake. Appreciate that. So I hear Prime is getting in a lot of trouble with PETA. Their trucks are so slow that instead of killing the bugs, they just break their little arms and legs. Yeah, they're out there torturing the fucking insects with their trucks. That's pretty funny, Florida Jake. I like that. Could you imagine like they hit an animal or something? Like I once hit a deer. I was on a ice and snow covered mountain, coming over that mountain, right? Just rumbling like I do, going 7 miles per hour. And a deer, I got tired of doing the voice and the accent already, and a deer bounces out in front of me. So I hit the brakes as much as I could, right? Going like 7 miles per hour, and the deer bounces out in front of me. I hit the brakes, and the trailer started to slide out because it was very snowy. The trailer was like, whoop, you know, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So I got myself slowed down about 3-4 miles per hour, and just bumped this little deer off the road. It's just funny as hell because it's just like I just shoved him and he just like slid off the side of the road and stared at me like, what the fuck is your problem, bruh? And then he just hopped away. It seems like he did all right. It just put a little bit of dent in the plastic on the front of the truck. Fucking rights I do once a week. Oh, I can't afford to. Fuck. Sci-fi, I can't afford to detail a car once a week. That's fucking expensive. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I've got about 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes. You guys know I only got about an hour in me these days, and then I'm just fucking exhausted. I'll probably sleep real good tonight. Probably sleep real good. So if there's anything you want to talk about in the next 5 minutes, then we could do that. I do it myself. Fuck the dumb shit. Well, yeah, that's true too, Sci-Fi. If you're the kind of guy that likes to get out there and detail your cars, then yeah, by all means. I've never been that guy. Like I really like, someone else can do this shit, you know. So not really my thing. So I don't do it. I don't have all the shit to do it. See you on the next video. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Yeah, we'll be around. I thought about doing one today, and then I was like, oh wait, I could just go live. I could do that instead. So I have nothing recorded yet. We'll see what we get into tomorrow. The great spaghetti crisis of 2023, the spaghetti sauce crisis. Figure out how the fuck to handle that, I guess. That's what we're doing right now. So I don't really know, man. I fucking knew that shit was going to happen. I'm like, there's no way this load is going to go that easy. I'm just going to unload it and take the trailer back. Yeah, right. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Being a noob driver in 7 to 10 years, nasty ass mofos driving those trucks. Yeah, there are some pretty nasty trucks out there. Anyways, it's on my trailer. Yeah, good one, Tommy. Yeah, it's all on my trailer. Anyways, guys, yeah, I said I would give you 5 more minutes, but I gave you 2. And that's the best I can do. I'm fucking wore out. I'm going to get my game started up. I'm going to kick back, and I'm going to go the fuck to sleep. That's what I'm going to do. So appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. Always fun. I try my best, but I'm not always entertaining. But definitely appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.